Hey now, are you ready for this? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because it's another episode of Pappy's Dirty Kitchen. Yeah! Alright, today we're going to be doing a recipe that I've done before, but I hadn't done it in 4K. And not quite like this, but definitely like this, but not quite. We're doing red beans and rice. And this is my recipe that I got from my mom that I loved growing up, except for the original recipe calls for red beans and rice, not ham, beans, and rice. It uses a ham bone, and you're lucky to get a scrap of ham. Well, I always loved that scrap of ham and said to myself, this would be groovy if it had a bunch of ham in it. So anyway, let's do this, people. All right. So in this non-stick pot, big pot, I've got a pound of pinto beans that I've had soaking for 24 hours or whatever overnight. And to this, I'm going to add a bunch of chopped ham, baked ham. Friggin', I've got a bunch more of this, and the ham cost me like $10 on sale back during Easter or something, and friggin' I had it frozen and thawed it out and baked it anyway, and then cubed it up. We're gonna throw in a shit ton in there, man. There's 3 pounds here, so I weighed it. So yeah, that's pretty groovy. Save a little for a pizza. I think I said that last time. Alright. Got our ham in there and our pinto beans. And to that we're going to add 5 chopped garlic cloves. Alright, we got that in there. Pardon me, definitely just a weed cough. And I've got a medium sweet onion here chopped up. I'm gonna add that. Pretty simple so far, huh, folks? Alright, and to this we're gonna add some bay leaves. I'm adding about 3 or 4, maybe 1 more. Alright, I like the flavor of bay leaf. Alright, so anyways, that's pretty much it for ingredients for this part. This is in stages. So you want to fill this up with water about 1 inch over the top. Now I'm going to use hot water because that expedites the situation to a boil. But you bring this to a boil and then you turn it down a little bit or whatever. Keep it at a rapid boil for 2 hours. Yes, 2 hours. And you stir it occasionally, and well, take a look-see here. Ignore the refuse in the sink or whatever, but take a look-see here. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. Alright, gonna add some more. Add some more water to that. Get it about 1 inch over the top. Now keep a glass of water handy during this process, and you may have to do it 2 or 3 times. But when you're stirring it every once in a while, keep an eye on it and make sure you stir the bottom and until, if you got a lot of chunks, don't put burned shit in there. Don't stir the bottom, but in this non-stick pan, it tends to release itself pretty groovy and not really burn up the place on the bottom and put burned chunks into your meal. But anyways, we got that filled up, and yeah, friggin' get that boiling, and I'll see you later for the next step. Alrighty then, we're back. It's been 2 hours uncovered. rapid boil. See that crap? See what's going on? Hopefully the lens doesn't get all fogged up. See how that's reduced, and I added a half of a glass of water earlier to get a little bit more time and boiling and everything without it burning or anything. But yeah, stir it quite often. All right, let's see if I can do this one-handed. Now we're gonna add one honking green pepper. It was honking. All right, we're gonna add that. All right, we got a green pepper in there. All right, now we're gonna add a stick of butter. Look at that grooviness. Ah, yeah. All right. Now we're gonna add some Worcestershire sauce. All right, that's groovy. I don't know how much that was. I just do the voodoo. I do maybe two or three, 4 tablespoons or so. Now we're gonna add some sriracha. Sriracha. Gonna make it hot. Oh, she's fogging up. I knew this would happen. All right. All right, let's back away from the chalupa. All right. Stir that up. All that sriracha. You can add Tabasco or whatever, but I really love sriracha. Whoops. All right, anywho's, you stir this up, you turn it down to a simmer down now. You want it to simmer down now, simmer down now. All right, so I'm turning it down to a simmer, and then you cover that puppy. I think I'm gonna add some more sriracha in a little bit, but you cover that puppy and you stir like before, occasionally, quite a bit, and do that for another hour, and then it's done. All right. I'll do some rice next, I guess, maybe. I don't know, show you how I cook my rice. Lots of people have different ways. This is the way this will be the way I was taught, you know? And by my daughter's mother, when I moved into her, with her, friggin', I didn't know how to cook rice, you know? I was dumb and young. Now I'm just not so young. All right, I'll be back. Remember when I said I'd cook this last? I lied. So yeah, it's been 3 hours total, and I'm back in the kitchen again. I'm back, and gonna make the rice, and this is the recipe I learned, and it's right off a box, but I learned it from my daughter's mother off the box. She learned it off the box. I said, how do you cook your rice? It's always so good. And she goes, I just do it from the box, you know? And friggin', it was awesome. So anyway, but she didn't do this, I don't believe. Anyway, we got a cup of rice in there, 1 cup of rice. Now I'm going to add about a tablespoon of butter, all right, and add some salt, and 2 cups of hot water, man. We're going to be in hot water, man. All right, is this hot? Yeah. But yeah, I got basmati rice, man. I dig it. Use whatever rice you dig, you know? All right. I'm going to add a little bit more because I don't think I filled them up all the way. All right, anyways, we got that done. Get this to a boil with the lid on, and once it gets to a boil, and pay attention to it because it'll, depending on how much you cook, 1 cup might not do it. It usually doesn't, but 2 cups definitely does it. And then 4 cups of water. It's a 1-to-2 ratio. And but anywho's, yeah, pay attention to that shit because it'll friggin' boil over, you know, and that sucks, you know. But anywho's, once it gets to a boil, turn it right friggin' down to simmer, a low simmer. Again, we're simmering down now. And simmer it for about 11 minutes. And check it. And you should see just little holes or whatever in the top of the rice that's cooked and everything. These holes and stuff. But don't forget it, because those little holes will be there and it's burnt to the friggin' bottom. But anywho's, I'll show you what I'm talking about. And a way you can short test it or whatever I do to see how everything's mingling. But don't stir your rice unless you're making risotto. You know, don't do it. All right, peace. I'll be back. I'll be back. Hey now. Yeah, it's been 14 minutes. And we got our rice, and if you can see, do you see the little holes, sort of, that are bubbling a little bit? And then you tip it on its side. And if you don't see any water, any juice there, and there's none there, that shit is done. Take it off the heat, but let it sit for a little bit, covered. Alright, and this is, well, did it again. Alright, now wait for that to steam off or whatever. We're in the love zone. Yeah, or we were. Alright, where's my spoon? Just so I can show you what it looks like after 3 hours. Look at that grooviness. Yeah. Look at that grooviness. Alright. So we're going to let that sit for a little bit. And then I'm going to bowl it up. And then, yeah, I'm going to bowl it up. And then put some rice and this in a bowl. But, was that horrible? Anyways, yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. Look at that. Look at that. All that hard work, all done. Yeah, so, yeah.
Kind of get this back on track. Well, you know, we want to do that.
Giving Michelle and Mark the kitchen of their dreams is our #1 priority. So we'll work with the cabinet maker to get the date right.
So, what did we learn today? Oh yeah. Let's back this away from the chalupa. It's really slow with this button, huh? Very dramatic. Very dramatic. Yeah. But anyways, I hope we've all learned this recipe, and also that buzz cooking is the same thing as drunk cooking. Don't drive. And this has been another episode of Pappy's Dirty Kitchen. Yeah, bye-bye, people.